First, after a judge blocks tomorrow's shutdown, Governor Don Carcieri unveils sweeping state layoffs. The governor says a massive workforce reduction is the only remaining option to save Rhode Island from, quote, financial ruin. Under his controversial new plan, the governor wants to slash at least 1,000 jobs. His announcement late this afternoon sent shockwaves across the state. We have live in-depth team coverage for you tonight. Eyewitness News reporter Stephen Schuler spoke with state employees now fearing for their jobs. But first, Catherine Sotnick is live outside the State House with reaction from the governor and union leaders.
Well, Karen, Governor Don Carcieri is saying tonight he has no other choices. Hands are simply tied, but the union saying the governor just did not have his way in court and that he is threatening them. Victorious cheers from state workers outside Supreme Court as word arrives. State offices will be open for business on Friday. But that's short-lived as Governor Don Carcieri struck back, saying the decision will force him to lay off 1,000 state workers.
To claim victory is, in my judgment, foolish. We're at a very difficult time right now. And anybody that claims victory isn't reading the newspaper. They're not talking to their neighbors and friends.
Carcieri says the process has already begun for both union and non-union workers unless an agreement can be reached.
Well, it's going to be a mix, most likely, but we're going to look at, it has to be done on the basis who was last in, who was last hired. So we're going through that process.
We think it shows disrespect to the courts as well as state workers that the governor is taking this kind of threatening action.
Joseph Peckham, acting executive director of Council 94, Rhode Island's largest union, says the governor Thursday using scare tactics.
But just because the governor says something does not make it so.
The governor had planned the 12 government shutdown days to help close a $68 million budget gap. On Thursday, Supreme Court Justice Maureen McKenna Goldberg put the government shutdown on hold. The governor says still he hopes there can be compromise.
Talk to your union leadership. I don't want to do this.
We want to work. We do not want to be locked out.
So the saga does continue here tonight. We've learned that attorneys for both sides will be back in Supreme Court. That will be on September 11th. Reporting live tonight outside the State House with the Providence Mobile Newsroom, I'm Catherine Sotnick, Eyewitness News.